My name is Alex. I worked at Horizon Tech for 5 years. It's a mid-sized software company in Austin, Texas. We built apps for small businesses. The work wasn't groundbreaking, but it was steady. About 150 employees kept the place humming. I was a quality assurance analyst, testing code to make sure our apps didn't crash. It wasn't glamorous, but I loved the challenge of finding bugs and fixing problems. I started right out of college, grinding my way up from an entry-level tester to lead QA. I caught errors that saved the company from some major flops. In the QA department, I was part of a close crew. There were 6 of us: Sarah, Mike, Jenna, Carlos, Priya, and me. We'd eat lunch together, share stories, and gripe about deadlines. Sarah was the loud one, always cracking jokes. Mike was quiet but had a sharp, dry humor. Jenna was the planner, setting up team outings. Carlos was the tech geek, rambling about algorithms. Priya was the new hire, eager to fit in. We weren't just coworkers, we felt like friends. At least, I thought we were. 3 years ago, we started a lottery pool. Jenna came up with it over tacos at lunch. She said, "What if we all chip in for Powerball tickets? If we win, we split it. No drama." We laughed, but the idea stuck. Every Friday, we'd each put in $10. Jenna would buy a ticket at the gas station across from the office. We had a group chat called Jackpot Dreams. We'd joke about what we'd do with millions. Sarah wanted a yacht. Mike wanted a cabin in the woods. I dreamed of starting a tech company. We had a rule. Everyone who chipped in shared the winnings. No exceptions. I never missed a week, always sending my $10 through Venmo on time. Work at Horizon wasn't perfect. Our boss, Greg, played favorites. He loved Sarah. She'd charm him into extra vacation days or easy assignments. I worked hard, often staying late to fix bugs. Greg barely noticed. He praised Sarah's leadership for simple tasks. It annoyed me, but I kept quiet. Growing up, my single mom worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat. I learned to hustle without whining. I figured my work would speak for itself. One Friday, everything changed. I'd been up all night debugging a big app release. By morning, I was exhausted. My mom called. She'd sprained her ankle and needed help with errands in San Antonio. I took a personal day, texted the team I'd be out, and drove to her place. In the Jackpot Dreams chat, I wrote, "Hey, I'm out today. I'll Venmo my $10 for the lottery. Don't forget me." Jenna replied, "No worries, Alex, we got you." I sent the $10 and focused on helping mom. That night, I was carrying groceries for her when my phone exploded. The chat was going crazy. Sarah sent a photo of a Powerball ticket with winning numbers circled. She typed, "We won $2 million. All caps, followed by a dozen emojis. I thought it was a joke. Then Carlos called, shouting, "Alex, it's real. We hit the jackpot." My heart pounded. $2 million, split 6 ways. That's about $333,000 each before taxes. I could pay off mom's house, maybe start my business. I texted back, "This is insane. When do we claim it?" The chat went dead. No replies. I called Jenna, voicemail. Finally, Sarah texted, "Meet us at the office tomorrow. We need to talk." My gut twisted. Why the cold response? I drove back to Austin that night, barely sleeping, replaying Jenna's "We got you" in my head. Saturday morning, I met the group in the break room. They were huddled at a table, faces tense. Sarah spoke first. Her voice was sharp. "Alex, you weren't here yesterday. You didn't chip in. The ticket was $60, split 5 ways. You're not part of the win." I stared, shocked. "What?" "I sent my $10 on Venmo. Like always. Jenna said you had me covered." Jenna looked away. "We bought the ticket early, before your Venmo. You weren't here, so we didn't include you." I felt like I'd been punched. "Guys, we've done this for years. I've never missed a week. You're cutting me out over one day?" Mike shifted, looking uneasy. "It's only fair, Alex. You didn't pay for this ticket." Carlos and Priya stared at the floor. I turned to Jenna. "You said, 'We got you.' Was that a lie?" She shrugged. "It was a group decision. Sorry." I pulled up my Venmo, showing the $10 sent Friday morning. "Here's my money. You can't just change the rules." Sarah crossed her arms. "It's not about the money. You weren't here. We agreed as a group." I looked at Carlos, my closest friend in the crew. "You okay with this?" He mumbled, "It's what we decided, man." Priya spoke up, her voice quiet. "Maybe we can give Alex a small cut." "Like $10,000? Sarah glared at her. Priya went silent. I was shaking. "You're my friends. We've been in this together for years. You're screwing me over for $333,000 each? You think that's worth our friendship?" Sarah's face was hard. "It's not personal, Alex. It's business. I looked around the table. Mike wouldn't meet my eyes. Carlos fidgeted. Jenna stared at her coffee. Priya looked guilty but said nothing. I stood up. You know what? You're right. It's business. We're done. I slammed the door on my way out. That night, I blocked them all and deleted the chat. My mom tried to calm me at her place. Alex, you're better than this. Let it go. But the betrayal cut deep. I couldn't stop picturing Sarah's cold stare, Jenna's shrug. Work became a nightmare. The group acted like nothing happened, laughing in the break room while I ate alone at my desk. Greg, oblivious, kept praising Sarah's team spirit. Horizon offered me a raise to stay, but I couldn't stand it. 6 months later, I quit. I packed my desk, my coffee mug, a photo of mom, my QA manuals. I left without a goodbye. I moved to Seattle for a fresh start. Those first months were rough. I was broke, angry, and haunted by the betrayal. I landed a job at Nexus Innovations, a startup building AI-driven apps. The pay was okay, but the team was ambitious, and I needed that energy. My new boss, Rachel, saw something in me. Over coffee one day, she said, "Alex, you've got a fire in you. What's your story?" I dodged with, "Just needed a change." But her belief pushed me to prove myself. I worked late, learned new testing frameworks, and pitched AI tools to streamline QA. Within a year, I was promoted to senior QA engineer, then team lead. I started a side hustle too, a YouTube channel reviewing tech tools for developers. It was just a hobby at first. I'd record after work, talking about automation testing or debugging tricks. My videos caught on in the tech community. One on Selenium testing hit 100,000 views. By my second year in Seattle, I had 50,000 subscribers. Ad revenue and sponsorships started rolling in. I used the money to launch a consulting firm, helping startups optimize their QA processes. By year 3, I was making $400,000 a year, more than my $333,000 lottery cut would have been. I bought mom a house in San Antonio, paid off my student loans, started saving for the future. I wasn't just getting by, I was killing it. Through an old Horizon colleague, I got updates on the lottery crew. They'd fallen apart. Sarah spent her $333,000 on a luxury car and a boutique clothing store that tanked. She was drowning in debt. Mike gambled his share at casinos, losing his house and filing for bankruptcy. Jenna bought a huge McMansion she couldn't afford. Foreclosure notices were piling up. Carlos quit Horizon to live large but burned through his money on parties. He was back living with his parents, jobless. Priya, the only one who'd offered me a cut, invested her share in a crypto scam. She lost everything. In under 3 years, they'd all squandered their winnings. One afternoon, my phone rang. It was Sarah. I almost ignored it, but curiosity got me. I answered. Her voice was shaky. "Alex, can we talk? Things are bad." I was visiting mom in Austin, so I agreed to meet her at a coffee shop downtown. She looked worn out. No designer purse, just a cheap tote. Her eyes were red. "We messed up," she said, stirring her coffee. "We thought the money would last forever. I'm broke. The others are worse. You're doing so well. Can you help us? Maybe a loan?" I leaned back, remembering her "it's not personal" line. "Sarah, you cut me out of $333,000 because I was out one day. You lied about my Venmo. Why should I help you now?" She teared up. "We were wrong. I'm sorry. We all are." I asked about the others. She said Mike was in rehab. Jenna was selling her house. Carlos was couch surfing. Priya was too ashamed to reach out. "We thought we'd be set for life," Sarah said. "You didn't need the money, Alex. You're better than us." I felt a mix of pity and frustration. "I didn't need the money because I worked for what I have. You chose greed over friendship." She nodded, wiping her eyes. "I know. I just hoped you'd forgive us." I took a deep breath. "I forgive you, Sarah. But I'm not your bank. You've got to figure this out." I paid for her coffee and walked away. Back in Seattle, I kept pushing forward. My consulting firm landed contracts with big tech companies. My YouTube channel hit 100,000 subscribers. I hired a small team to manage it. I was earning over $500,000 a year, more than the entire lottery pool combined. Nexus promoted me to director of QA. I started mentoring new hires, teaching them the grit I'd learned the hard way. Last month, I visited mom in San Antonio. We sat on her new porch, sipping iced tea. She looked at me, her eyes warm. "Alex, you proved them wrong. Not by hating them, but by living well." She was right. I didn't need their money or their apologies. I'd built something better on my own terms. I still think about that lottery ticket sometimes. Not the money, but the betrayal. It showed me who my real friends were. It showed me what I'm capable of. The coworkers who cut me out are struggling. I don't cheer for their pain. I'm too busy building my future. Horizon Tech was a chapter. Seattle's my story now.